Hello, my name is Libby and I'm a grade 11 student at Oak Bay High School. Throughout the past term, my English 11 class has been studying Shakespeare, particularly the play Macbeth. In short, Macbeth is a historical play about a Scottish kingsman that is given prophecies by three witches that end up causing murder and chaos. In this video, I will discuss how the actions of ambition are major factors in the fate of the characters in Macbeth, especially concerning Macbeth himself. Along with studying the play Macbeth, our class has also taken time to learn about the life and times of Shakespeare. I will be highlighting some important facts about Shakespeare's life and what life was like during Shakespeare's time. After many weeks of learning and analyzing Shakespeare and his play Macbeth, here is what I learned. Shakespeare is possibly the most well-known playwright in history. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon on an unknown birth date. When he was 18 years old, he married a lady named Anne Hathaway, and together they had 3 kids, one of which passed away at age 11. Throughout his lifetime, he was heavily involved in many aspects of theater. When his work became popular, he joined into a partnership in the playgroup The Lord Chamberlain's Men, which was later renamed The King's Men. Though he is known mainly for his written works, he was also an actor. Along with Macbeth, some of his more well-known plays are Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Othello. Along with being a playwright, Shakespeare was also a poet. The poetry devices that he tied into his plays is a major reason people today have a hard time understanding his work. There are also many other reasons that his work can be hard to understand. For example, he had an extensive vocabulary. His vocabulary was roughly 29,000 words, while the average university student today has a vocabulary of 14,000 words. Another example is his plays were meant to be seen live to demonstrate body language and tone of voice, and not meant to be simply read. Lastly, some of Shakespeare's words have changed meaning since they were used in his plays. When Shakespeare's plays became extremely popular, they were performed at the Globe Theatre in London, England. The plays were performed in the afternoon for optimum lighting and were observed by 4 social classes: groundlings, who were very poor people; earthlings, who were somewhat poor people; wealthy noble people; and extremely wealthy people. During the years of 1593, 1603, and 1608, the Globe was closed down because of the plague. The Globe had 4 different colored flags that corresponded to each genre of Shakespeare's plays. A white flag meant a comedy, a black flag meant tragedy, red flag meant political, and the 4th was the flag of the Globe Theatre, which always hung. This flag consisted of an image of Atlas holding the earth in his shoulders with the quote, "All the world is a playhouse," stated underneath. Overall, Shakespeare's work is timeless because it has such a strong communicative power that often everyone can take something away from it. For my passage, I chose Macbeth's soliloquy from Act 1, Scene 7, lines 1 to 27. I chose this passage because I believe it demonstrates all of Shakespeare's talents, like his poetry devices, and it also shows the theme of ambition, or lack thereof, in the play Macbeth. Before this passage occurs, Macbeth is visited by 3 witches that inform him of 3 prophecies. The first prophecy is already known to be true by Macbeth, but the second and third are yet to come. After seeing the 3 witches, the second prophecy comes true. The third prophecy states that Macbeth shall be king, and the only way for that to happen is for Macbeth to kill the current king. During his soliloquy, Macbeth is looking at both options that he has in regards to killing King Duncan. He is alone in his room while he awaits the king to join him and his wife for dinner at their castle. Macbeth reflects on the king coming into his home and how having a guest in your home means protecting them, not hurting them. This is shown in the quote, "as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door." He also admires the king's qualities and recognizes that the king trusts him as a friend, not an enemy. Macbeth seems to think that he will be able to kill King Duncan, but the more he goes over the plan, the more he seems to conclude that it will open him up to sin and the devil. However, it is the ambition that he has to become king and acquire power that leads him to believe it is a justifiable act and ends up being the reason Macbeth murders the king. This is proven in the quote, "to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition which o'erleaps itself." During this time, Macbeth's wife, Lady Macbeth, is the one that shows her ambition towards killing the king. Afterwards, however, the trait of ambition changes from Lady Macbeth to Macbeth, and he pursues to gain more and more power. In conclusion, I think that this passage displays the ambition in the play because it progressively shows Macbeth's true feelings about killing the king. But ultimately, it's the ambition for power and achievement that causes him to kill his beloved king.